Let's take a look at what I've bought here. This is a cable crimper together with a set of lugs. I've procrastinated long enough to buy this tool, but finally I have it. Hello there, my name is Dominic, and let me take you through this crimper and the reasons why I bought it. That's the set of lugs. I bought this crimper on Jumia Kenya. Cost is 1,200 Kenya shillings. This is around $10 US. Take a look at the lugs, different sizes. Now, this crimper can crimp cables up to 4 millimeters square. These are the jaws for crimping, and according to Jumia, it can crimp U-shaped as well as circle-shaped lugs. These are what are known as circle-shaped lugs. I can't see any U-shaped lugs. Let me see. I cannot see any U-shaped lugs. But they normally look like this, but they are open-ended. Not a circle, but like a U. Now, the reason why I bought this cable crimper is because I'm in the middle of a day inverter and battery installation, and this is the protective earth cable that came with the battery. But it was too short to fit in between my inverter and my battery. So I bought another 2.5 millimeter square cable and some lugs, and I used a pliers to crimp that, but I'm not happy with that result. That's why I've bought this, so that I can correct that mistake. I'm also going to take you through where the inverter and the battery is. Now, another reason I bought this is because soon enough, I will add solar panels to that installation. At the moment, it's just a power backup installation, but soon I will add solar panels. And these are known as MC4 connectors for connecting solar panels. And I believe this crimper will also work with these connectors. You're supposed to connect these connectors to the cable running to the roof so that you can connect your solar panels. I'm very happy that I have this. Now, these are the other cables that came with the battery, but eventually I didn't use these cables because they were too thin. According to the inverter required 50 millimeter square cables. But you see how professionally crimped these are. I just had to buy the cable from the shop, and they crimped them at the shop. Now, this can only go up to 4 millimeter square cables. This is much larger. I believe this is between 20 and 25 millimeter square conductor thickness. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's gauge 4. It's between 20 and 25 millimeter square cables. This also has a cable stripper. That middle part is for stripping cables, place for cutting cables, and for crimping cables. You just place your lug and your cable inside, and then you press it manually. Eventually, I will buy a bigger crimper. I saw they go for around 3,500 Kenya shillings. It's around 32 or 33 US dollars. And that crimper can crimp up to 50 millimeter square cables. And it's better, for some of these tools, it's better to have it and not need it, but need it and not have it. Although I will rarely use this, but I think I will use a lot of the lugs. Now that I have it, I think I will use it a lot to connect any cables. I'll add more lugs and be doing my connections via this instead of just twisting wires together. Very nice. Let's go to the inverter so that I can show you what I want to do with this crimper. First of all, I need lugs that match this size. That's too big. I believe that's the right size, although I don't think 2.5mm square cable is going to fit there. This other side, this is the size that I'm looking for, although these lugs are thin. I think I'll buy more on AliExpress. I believe that will fit 2.5mm square conductor. I'll use these two. That's the inverter, and below there is the battery. My protective earth cable has come from the consumer unit from the grid. One of the lugs is below there. That's one. And then the cable goes all the way down to this place where I have another lug. I don't like this crimping job. That's why I will replace these lugs with this. I won't do it at the moment because the battery and the inverter are on. I'll have to switch off everything so that I can use my crimper and connect these lugs. That's the crimper again. Very well made, plastic handles with a cutter, wire stripper, and crimper. That's for locking the jaws. Just unlock it so that you can use it. Check the video description for the videos regarding this battery as well as the inverter. That's the 50mm square cable I was talking about. These cables, these big lugs were crimped at the shop. These cables are too big that it's very hard to bend them like that. That's why the inverter and the battery are installed sideways. In hindsight, if I had a crimper, I would have a straight installation, although I didn't want to install the battery right below the inverter because I thought the battery would create a lot of heat and I didn't want that heat going up into the inverter. But in hindsight, now that I know this battery is cold, it never heats up. It's very cold to the touch. The only thing heating up here is the inverter because the inverter is warm. It has the exhaust over here, spews out hot air from here. It pulls cold air from here and spews it as hot air from here. But right now the fan is not on because this is a smart inverter. The fans are not on during the whole time. They just kick in, they cool, and then they shut down. That's the battery information, 53.1 volts. It's discharging at 2 amperes and the temperature is 25 degrees C. It's even lower than ambient temperature because in here, the ambient temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius. It's at 99%. So that's it. I hope you learned something new today. Check the video description for the videos regarding this battery as well as inverter, and they include the installation, the unboxing, and specifications, and all that. But the main purpose for this video was to show you this crimper, which I like. I'll maybe create some short videos regarding this crimper and show you how it works, and I will also show you how I crimp this cable. That's it. My name is Dominic. Let's meet in the other videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell notification icon Hope you learned something new, and goodbye.